Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Don Mac hitting y'all with another video. I was watching NPR and I was just curious about this lady. I know I met her before on TikTok. She was real rude and just jumping out the window one time. I think we was talking about relationships and one thing, and I seen that she was trying to sue. Well, she was trying to sue another podcaster. Uh, so I was like, you know what? Let me see what else she has on social media that maybe I could understand why she was reacting the way she was reacting to me when I wish I would have had the footage on TikTok. I'm gonna look for that footage on TikTok. I'm not sure because I think it was a live. So if I find it, I'm definitely gonna post it on another video. But for now, I just want to do a reaction to this video right here. So if you don't mind, let's begin.
There's a lot of hard work and a lot of money behind my content. I don't know why people think that I just sit down. There's a lot of money in the dating app itself. It costs a lot of money.
First and foremost, she said, I found her on YouTube. Isn't that how everybody finds you? So if anybody finds you on YouTube, that means she said, I consistently, from October 2024 to the present, I've been bullying her. Cyber stalking and releasing videos publicly. Like, I've been going to her household, looking in the window, recording her, taking her laptop and putting videos out of her.
You guys know we like to go over the Kendra G shenanigans every once in a while on this channel. Well, it's been brought to my attention that she's out here on these internet streets trying to take down commentary channels. Yeah, and she's utilizing improper use of the copyright system and her understanding or misunderstanding of fair use to be able to do it well. It just resulted in her losing 5 figures trying to dismantle a smaller commentary channel. Now, before we get into that video, there was a video that Kendra did about a month or so ago talking about her fight against these channels. Let's watch.
Okay, see, I didn't know nothing about her having basically legal actions at small content creators for what probably what would I say? What they're doing? I guess they're using her content, reacting on their content, like things like that. So you definitely got to pay attention to these big platforms. You know what I mean? Especially music artists. Most music artists are, and it's not up to them, it's their label. They're always going to try to cut anything you do with them, but let's continue.
Any video you see that has been on the dating app, it's going to say copyright on it. Even if they try to cover it up, let us know. My legal team will handle it. In so many ways, to give you an example of why this is so serious to me, here's the deal. Let's say y'all know I run marathons. So when you run the marathon, you have like 8 months of training, right? Before marathon day. Before marathon day, it's like 8 months of training. Then marathon day comes. The race starts at 7 a.m., but you got to get up at 3 a.m. Because you got to get to the race because you can't drive there. It's a lot that goes on. Just to start at 7 a.m., you got to be up by 3 a.m. Now you get into the race, and then it takes you 7 hours to finish the race. 7 hours. So it took you 8 months of training, had to get up super early race day, and now it takes you 7 hours to complete the marathon. And now you're at the finish line, and you're so proud of yourself, and you take your picture with your medal, and then 20 people jump in your picture that didn't do shit. That's how I feel about reaction channels. These people do nothing. They do nothing but take content and talk about it, and there's a lot of hard work and
So I guess reacting to somebody's opinion is not hard work. I guess. Let me listen.
A lot of money behind my content. I don't know why people think that I just sit down. No, there's a lot of money, and the dating app itself costs a lot of money.
No, Kendra. I don't know if you're being disingenuous, dishonest, or just lacking the intelligence to understand what's happening. Okay. The example that you just gave of being a marathon runner, The example of commentary channels is more like an ESPN, okay? The commentary channels are more like aggregators of a certain niche of content, the same way that ESPN is an aggregator of sports entertainment, all right? Now, ESPN is not running the race with each of these teams, right? They're not on the field, right? Like they didn't go to the college institution and do that 4-year degree. ESPN wasn't waking up at 4 a.m. with the athletes and none of that stuff. But ESPN provides media to give opinion pieces, to give highlights, to go over the content. And ESPN is not in the picture when the athletes win the Super Bowl, for example. No. ESPN creates the content around that, which actually goes hand in hand because ESPN's coverage of the event is actually marketing that event to users that maybe did not watch the content when it was originally posted. The people that watch can always go back to the source content, but also you'll find is that some of those people will never go back to the source content because they just want ESPN's coverage of the content. I think somewhere in Kendra's mind, she thinks that everybody that watches the opinion content about the dating content would then be watching her own content if it was just her. And that's just not true. Because if you look at the content itself, you know, she gets a modest amount of views, but I think that it hurts her pride and her ego, or she's trying to figure out why she doesn't get more views to understand that people may not be watching her, but they're watching for an opinion of the conversations that she's having. They're looking for a live chat. They want to be interactive with other people in the live chat and maybe share some of the same views that they share or some of the same views of the content creators. So no, they're not taking a photo with you. They're not even in the photo, nor do they want to be in the photo. Now, mind you, as I talk about all of this, it's within the spirit of fair use. If there's people that's just literally taking her content and uploading it to her channel, and then that's what she's doing the copyrights on, then I understand her point. But if they're transforming it, then that's different. Let's continue.
Okay, I don't have a play dating app. So no, I am taking this extremely serious, as you guys have been doing, which I appreciate. If you see any videos with my content, it's going to say copyright on it because we're starting there. And there is a whole nother issue of just using Kendra G Singles, the dating app, the logo. Those videos are under copyright investigation too because I own the trademark and you do not have permission to utilize it. What is so funny is the one page, I think it was one page. I gotta ask my lawyer team, but one person literally told the cousins, like, report my page. I have the right to use it if it goes to YouTube. Literally said this in the video, and I would show you the clip, but the video's been removed because he was wrong. You do not own any of my content. And I want to be clear, even if I put it on YouTube, no, you still cannot repurpose it. It is really that simple. And I know that as a woman,
that's
you
not
guys
true.
are seeing what I go through as a woman who runs a company. I go through this a lot with men because what I learned in business, men just don't respect women a lot of times. So they try you because most of the reaction channels, when people send me, they're hosted by men, which to me is sad in itself. The fact that you have to live off another woman's work ethic really shows you what kind of man you are.
Yeah.
And I really feel sad for you. I always say this and I stand by it. Men in my real life would never. They go out and they get it and they make a life for themselves. They do not wake up in the morning to see what Kendra G did so they could find a way to pay their rent this morning. But like I said at the top of this, get a job. Because those days are over.
Okay. It's amazing to be watching how her mind thinks, and as well as the mind of women with a low-key barometer hate for men, because they'll always try to turn certain points around into shaming men out of doing something, right? Like, you always get to see their slight feminist mindset. No wonder she seems to be perpetually ringless. Well, anyway, at the time of my recording, this video was about a month or so ago, but the protagonist of today's copyright beatdown. It's this brother right here. He goes by Men Against Bitter Women. I am not familiar with this brother right here, but if you take a quick scroll down his profile, you'll see he does dating show reactions. Okay, here he goes one. This is the one we about to go through right here, right? But, you know, you can see he does, you know, majority black content, relationship reaction type content, and there are a lot of Kendra G reactions that you can see. You can see Kendra here with a clown face on. Yeah, so she's not gonna like this too much, all right?
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
Well, anyway, let's go over his good news in the spirit of fair use. Without further ado,
Just got out of virtual court, MABW team. It was a long one, 3 hours. Y'all know if I made this video, y'all know we won, right? Y'all know if MABW is making a video, y'all know that we won, right? To the MABW team, it's been a long time coming for her, okay? Let's get ready to get into this. Let me talk about what was going on for the past damn near month.
Okay.
Possibly a month and a half. About a month ago, a little over a month ago, your boy MABW, I got hit with a restraining order from Kendra Sleeve. And that restraining order pretty much came after your boy MABW won his counter notification that from my DMCA claim.
okay.
10 videos put back up, 2 strikes were removed.
Whoa.
Once that happened, about a week later, possibly 2 weeks later, I got hit with a restraining order.
That's crazy.
Now, your boy MABW, I've only been to California one time. When I went to Cali, that was back in about 2006, 2005. So that should tell y'all right there how long it's been since your boy MABW has been to Cali, and I don't even care about going back. I've told y'all before, Cali is not an interest of mine, and if I want to be on some beaches and in the sunshine, I'll just take my ass to Jamaica. Y'all know how your boy MABW do, but your boy got hit with a restraining order. As of today, all of the shit that she tried to throw up a Hail Mary with me on was dismissed, okay? Now, this lady pretty much tried to throw up the Hail Mary and thought that the shit was gonna work. She pretty much tried to use the restraining order to let YouTube know, because if she would have won today, she would have sent this paperwork over to YouTube and say, I won the stalking. She said I was stalking her. She said I was cyberbullying her and harassing her. She said she had to get a bodyguard because she didn't know what my followers looked like. And she stated also that when I went on my platform on September 6th, I believe, that when I went live, she stated that I told my audience to go blow her shit up. When I was pretty much stating to my audience, blow her shit up as far as like, go blow her spot up.
Yeah.
Her and her goofy ass attorney, they literally took it as me saying, go take this device, put it by her household, and blow her shit up.
That's crazy.
Now, she's so goofy. I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember that live. Remember when I was scrolling through and I would say, look, y'all go blow her shit up. Go tell her she capping. She stated that I showed her address, her phone number, and was giving out her information, pretty much doxing her. When I was telling pretty much my followers that, or I'm telling y'all now, there's no way I can dox you, because for those of you that don't know how YouTube works, pretty much when somebody gives you a fucking strike and you counter it, you have to put in your information to fight the claim, okay? So I had to put my address down,
Yeah, it's a
my
strategy.
phone number down, and pretty much had to put myself out there on Front Street. She ain't have to do shit.
Couple of quick things. Number one, this is why within the videos that I do, I never tell you guys to go over there and say anything. And this is the exact reason why. She's taking him saying go over there and blow up her spot, and she's trying to take the colloquial definition or the phrase that he's saying and try to make it literal.
She's basically using being a woman to take advantage of a man. That's what it is, clear as day. Like, she used her being a woman to try to violate a man. That's how I look at it now, because they know how the system look at situations like that, but they still tend to take advantage of it every time. So I'll let them continue though.
And then claiming that I need a order of protection because of this. According to him, he said that that's goofy behavior, and I happen to agree with him. Now, also in terms of the copyright system, you guys may not be aware of how it is that generally that it happens. So you can have a copyright claim or strike filed upon you. All right, for like, let's say the Pop the Balloon situation, they filed copyright claims. He got a copyright strike. Okay, these are very different. Copyright claim, they either just try to block the content or they try to take the monetization from the content. Copyright strike is like it's far more serious, because if you get 3 copyright strikes within a 90-day period, then your channel is gone forever. Now, when someone files these, they can choose a claim or a strike. To be honest with you, I don't think copyright strike should be a thing at all. Perhaps I'm...
And I ain't gonna lie, I got a strike. Who I got a strike from? I got a strike from. Who was it? I think it was. I can't remember the individual, but I think it wasn't. It wasn't even a. Nah, it was somebody big. It was like a big artist or something. Because I think I did something. They copyrighted my video, but they took the video off, but they ended up not giving me a strike. Like they gave me a strike, and then I was like, man, what? And I did my little. Whatever, submit my whatever I felt about the situation, and I had to take my video off though, but they didn't give me a strike.
Being biased with me saying that, I think everything should be a copyright claim. But when folks file copyright strikes, that denotes that they want to hurt you, that they want to silence you, that they want to do damage to your business. And right, like you could see from his content, he doesn't do 100% of Kendra G's stuff. So if she filed 10 of them, the intention was to dismantle his place of business. It seems as though of the 10 that she submitted, only 2 counted as copyright strikes. Seems like the brother filed counter notifications, and at the point that you file, it takes 10 days of YouTube review to determine what's going to happen. Now, for Kendra G's side, right, or the claimant's side, sometimes they do this in order to get your information. I'm gonna give you guys some free game right now. Before you start a YouTube channel, create a Google business account. You have to pay for it. It's not free like a normal Google or Gmail account. When you sign up to YouTube, do so in a business name.
He giving you some gems. He giving y'all some gems right now. All of y'all trying to, you know what I mean? Because times is hard right now. Definitely, before you start your YouTube page, start a Google business. It's going to be way easier, and it'll be easier for y'all to get money from the jump instead of just making up a YouTube and just making random videos. Do that business account. I think it's probably, what is it, like probably $6.99. I don't know how much it is. Y'all go check it out, but I'm telling y'all, it's going to come in handy money-wise, because I'm telling you, these 9-to-5s, they weird now. I think, honestly, they make it 9-to-5 purposely harder now, because nobody wants to train nobody. Nobody wants to really do nothing at their job. So you're really stuck there, especially when you're a new worker. You're really stuck there just having to watch and observe, because everybody seems like they're tired of their job now, in my opinion. But let me continue.
Have that business name be attached to a P.O. box. This is how you prevent bad actors from getting your actual physical personal address. You still have to deal with whatever it is that they're trying to throw at you, but at least they won't know where you lay your head at. For all the content creators out there that are currently operating their YouTube channel off of personal accounts, I suggest that you switch over free game for y'all because I love you. Let's go.
Okay? She literally went in court under oath for the most part, lying.
Okay.
Straight lying. She couldn't prove without a shadow of doubt. I don't know. She couldn't prove that I was actually harassing, cyberbullying her, or doing any of the above that stuff that she claimed in the paperwork. And I'm gonna read this shit off to y'all because this shit is laughable.
Her lawyers suck,
Straight
apparently.
laughable, okay? First and foremost, she said, I found her on YouTube. Isn't that how everybody can find you? So if anybody finds you on YouTube, that means it's funny. She said, I consistently, from October 2024 to the present, I've been bullying her, cyber stalking, and releasing videos publicly. Like, I've been going to her household, looking in the window, recording her, taking her laptop and putting videos out of her. That's how fucking clueless she is about how YouTube works and how fair use works. And I want to be clear with y'all. I would never in my life want to be around that lady, ever.
Yeah, and this is all for fair use only. You know, obviously you see I don't on video, but this is a person that I encountered before on TikTok. Where I can tell she's very pro woman. There's nothing wrong with that, but she was very nasty in the discussion we had. Mind you, I didn't even get to even really say but so much. I don't know if she was in a bad mood, but when I seen this pop up, I said, oh, shoot, this is a perfect video I can do. Because I could definitely relate.
There would literally be no reason for MABW to be around Kendra G. Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing, okay?
By the way, don't let anyone scare you when they say, I'm talking to content creators, people who want to be content creators, when someone says that they have a lawyer, all right? Because there's some two-bit lawyers out there. Right. There's some ass lawyers out here, and this apparently is an ass lawyer.
I host a dating show online, and the harassment has caused me extreme emotional distress where I can't sleep and I'm depressed and crying all the time. I'm not mentally stable.
Oh my goodness. Yo, that's why I say, like, there's a lot of people I need to see. Because I've been through a lot of emotional trauma dealing with people in general, but I don't know if men get that same treatment.
To host my show. Now, let's stop it right there. To the people out there. Has she been hosting her show thus far and still making it seem like she's doing totally fine? She stated on this paperwork that I took away opportunities from her. To the people out there, has she still been going on shows, talk shows, and had any opportunities seem like it's been taken away from her? From what y'all have seen, she stated that MABW says I'm doing commentary, reaction videos, that I'm taking away opportunities from her, which is a damn lie. He said I'm not mentally stable to host my show. Every time I post a video, he harasses me. I don't harass you. Every time you post the video, I do a reaction video. Because if you don't know how YouTube works, everybody, the early bird gets the worm. So anybody that knows how YouTube works and they're pretty much making money off of this shit, you know that you get to the video first, you put it out, hopefully people see your video first, voila. That's how it works. It's called capitalism, kind of, if you want to think about it just a little bit.
He's right. You know, especially before you grow an audience, right? Because you can get to a point where, you know, your audience wants to wait for your thoughts, feelings, opinions on it. All right. But he's right. There is a first mover's advantage when it comes to finding stories, clips, things like that. Yeah, there's a race, and if there's a lot of people that are reacting,
I just want to get to when you get to the look. Yeah, paperwork.
This is not document. This is my own paperwork. When I got hit with the restraining order, okay, I can show my own I'll show my own paperwork. This is what I got hit with. No bullshit. Let's read it off, everybody.
How do you get hit with a restraining order and you're nowhere around the person? Like, that's why I said a lot of these situations be so goofy. But they allow it to happen because it'd be a female involved. So I guess I got to give it the benefit of the doubt.
MABW runs a YouTube channel. On September 6, 2025, he went on YouTube Live and showed my personal info and told his audience, MABW team, go blow her shit up. I'm dead ass. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to blog it. pull it up and they're gonna blow her shit up today. Now, to anybody that's in our community, let's say the black community, when we say go blow somebody's spot up, like go blow their spot up, doesn't that mean call them out? I'm just gonna ask my people in my people right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean call that?
We all know that, brother. We all know that.
Isn't that what that means?
It's not a threat on life.
Call that person out on their bullshit. Go say that, yo, MABW show proof that, yo, your request got declined. It doesn't mean, Kendra, please, it doesn't mean go create a device, take it to your household that nobody knows where you live at anyway because I never doxed you, and put it by your doorstep and activate it. Or detonate it, my bad. It doesn't mean that, Kendra, please. It's how
she was hoping that with her 2-bit lawyer, she would have gotten paired up with a 2-bit judge who would have believed that. That's essentially.
Yeah, probably. I don't think the judge would have really paid attention to that, but I'm telling you, that court system, court system ain't right.
It
She was
says
crossing fingers.
Kendra G moved to Los Angeles in or about 2023, and since that time, Kendra G has been gainfully employed as a television host, personality, and creator. With over 1 million followers on Instagram, plaintiff Kendra G started her business Singles Life in 2023 in an attempt to bring various deserving women to the attention of eligible bachelors. Beginning on or about 2024, Kendra G, MABW began engaging in a pattern and practice of directing harassing electronic communications at plaintiff via his online YouTube channel, Men Against Bitter Women. These communications were posted online via YouTube, which were released to the public regularly over a period of 10 months. Now, let's stop it right there. To anybody out there with half a brain, am I the only one that have been doing videos on Kendra Sleeves for over 10 months? Remember, I started about in the end of 2024.
No, well, the thing is that, you got 27,000 subscribers. So what she's probably attempting to do is to start smaller, and that's no disrespect to you, my brother, but from a smaller subscriber count, and then see if it, throw her toe out there, and maybe it could have worked before you. Maybe, there was a smaller channel than you that it did work, or that the person stopped doing reactions, right? Like just the order alone scared them. But what she didn't anticipate is you having the funds to actually fight it. And then she, I guess, overestimated the intelligence of her lawyer, right, as well. So it might have been, so to your point, because you said earlier this is a win for content creators everywhere, and it absolutely is. He's a
Yes, and also when she meaning small, podcasts, you're talking about individuals like me. So please, y'all, can y'all help me get to 1,000 subscribers? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be going rapid with this right now. I'm trying to get big. Man, I'm trying to get big on YouTube, so please, send some comments, tell me how y'all feel about this video, you feel me? Because I'm not sexist, I love women, you know what I mean? But I see the tools they use to try to defeat black men. So I just try to call it out, but it ain't no hard feelings towards them, you know what I mean? But, all right, I'm going to give you a little bit of this video, and then I'm definitely jet.
%, right when it comes to that. And here's the thing as well. For commentary, react, all you guys, if these things are happening, feel free to send me an email as well, right? Especially because I have so much years within the game of doing stuff like this, so I know the ins and outs, and I've actually talked with a lot of lawyers in regards to all of this. And let me also say this as well, because it's probably in some people's minds as well, is the difference between Pop the Balloon, okay, and this. When Pop the Balloon did the copyright actions on all of the commentary counts, you must understand that they didn't do copyright strikes. They did copyright claims. If they did copyright strikes, it would have been woo.
Yeah.
It would have been woo. Because that is an action on my channel, on the business, content creation, that I would have not stood for. But the fact that it was a copyright claim, and I've always said, you know, they didn't want me to react to this stuff. You know, I could go somewhere. I could do something else. I'll be fine. But I'll be fine. Trust me, I'll be fine. But nevertheless, and then also my mind, I had been doing it for like 10 months or so. I was like, man, it's probably time for me to move on. So within my own life cycle as a content creator, I was just like, hey, it just is what it is, right? I need to challenge myself with different things. Even though, even still now, sometimes I go back and do errant pop the balloon reactions for fun. But nevertheless, they did a copyright strike. So because they're smarter people, and this is me giving credit to the Pop the Balloon, they're more strategic people. They knew not to do copyright strikes. They knew that. That would have been curtains. Yeah. But then also, whether or not it's a copyright strike or it's a copyright claim, I still would have won if I challenged. If you take an hour's worth of content and you transition that into 4 hours, 4.5 hours worth of a live stream, that is absolutely, unequivocally fair use. Absolutely. And there's previous court cases that were fought up on YouTube years ago. Shout out to Ethan Klein of H3H3 that proved that case.
Yeah, shout out to him, yo. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna leave you at the end. Basically, I just gave you a little rundown of how Kendra G tried to do small YouTubers that try to like comment or react to her videos. You know what I mean? So definitely I'm gonna hit y'all with another video probably later today or tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated. So with that, I'm gonna see y'all. Let me hold this box up. One love, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It ain't too much. Let me know how y'all feel about the content later.